first thing is untrue. He has so much talent. It's ridiculous. Before noon. Amazing. Amazing. Wow.
But I used the film festival system to get the opportunity so people would actually think I was a real director. And it was playing film festivals where I felt like a real director for the first time. So my advice is go to tons of film festivals. You should be shooting and cutting on a daily basis because it's all available to you now. And use the internet simultaneously. That's my advice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to say I really like the movie, and I know it's not a Transformers vibe, but it seems like very good work by everyone involved, and that's so enjoyable in a totally different kind of way that is so rare. Thank you. And I want to say that, what do you think is Mavis's bag of neuroses, kind of, just because I'm not the only one that knows that person, or is maybe trying desperately to date that person? Because sometimes you look at them and you're just like, what kind of nonsense is going on? Like, is it alcoholism or depression or narcissistic disorder? Just like, what is her that makes
alcoholism? Yes. Depression? Yes. Narcissistic personality disorder? Yes. And Mavis's biggest obstacle in life is that she's been incredibly attractive since birth, which I think can really screw you up, because I can only imagine that this is a girl who grew up in a small town, looking the way that she looks, having things handed to her, and developing this massive entitlement complex. And if you...
Oh, honey, I can tell you stories.
Compare that with the fact that she obviously has some personality weaknesses and is depression prone. You have a martini of sadness.
Let's just do two more.
Diablo, and actually everybody, were these characters based off anybody you knew in the past? And also, did you have a problem judging Mavis as a character at all during writing it? I mean, it's just kind of complex.
I judged her a little bit, but I also had a lot of I do feel love for her. I can't help it. There are times, I'm ashamed to say, when I watch the movie that I'm rooting for her. Not at a macro scale where I want her to screw up people's lives, but at the same time I'm pulling for a little bit. But was she based on anybody specific? No, but I feel like in the course of screening this movie, people have come up to me and said that they knew a Mavis or that they know a Mavis. So I hope that, she is, I think there are Mavises out there. I certainly have known them.
Everyone I know that's seen it has said, I know a girl or a guy exactly like that out of safety, they freeze in high school, or they freeze whenever their peak was. And all of you have to know someone like that. It doesn't even need to be high school, it can be someone that, in their mind, that they're always 22, even though they're 47. And they've just decided that's where things were the best, and I'm gonna stick there. And it's always fascinating and sad. It's very true.
I find that I need to relate to the characters that I'm trying to tell a story about. And Mavis for me had something that kind of everybody has, and every character I've directed has. And she desperately wants to be loved, and that's something that I understood. And because of that, I saw that in everything she does and everything she says, and I really cared about her. From the first time I read the script, right the way through, I really loved her, I really cared about her. And I saw, when I talked to Charlize about it, she loved her and cared about her, and I knew that it would be fine. We had compassion for her.
Diablo, you said that you just had to get the story out and it was sort of like a free write. I was just wondering what you were drawn to in the story and why you felt you had to get it out.
For me, it was personal because I felt like I had been asked, at that point I had written 2 features and they were both about teenagers. And I had been asked repeatedly, why are you drawn to the lives of teenagers? Why do you keep writing about teenagers? Is this some kind of fixation you have? And I thought to myself, what if there was this character who insisted on writing about teenagers because she herself was stuck in some kind of weird adolescent fantasy and she couldn't move past it? Because that seemed like the answer people were looking for. And though I don't think it's true for me, it was easy to imagine somebody feeling that way. So it came out of that.
Guys, if I may, if you like this film, and it sounds like most of you did, spread the word like wildfire, because this movie is going to live or die based on word of mouth and whatever social networking sites that you guys frequent. So please tell the world how great this movie is. Thank you guys so much.